Yeah, I guess the thing of he seems so simple. When I first knew, was heard about Kanye, I hated him because he's brash or whatever. But I
Yeah.
really not until at least 2016, maybe 2017, but
Yeah, same for
most
me.
likely
About that
2016.
time.
I really started to appreciate what he was fucking putting out because he was putting out,
He's heavy influential.
great
If you
shit.
really look back when he released, what he releases shapes what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, look at his album 808s and
That's what I
Heartbreak,
was about to
right?
say.
That album was fucking panned on release. And it is now basically what started all that auto crooning shit.
That's what I was about to
Like
say. It started that
Drake
whole
and
genre.
Weeknd.
It made
Yeah.
those people who they are.
Yeah, that and like Kid Cudi. But I guess Kid Cudi isn't as big or as influential as Kanye.
Do you want to go through all of his main big mainline releases?
Well, I guess let's say first, why do you like Kanye?
I think he's very influential. I think his music's more important than, you know what I mean, just rap in general. I think it's important for pop music. I don't know. I just like
for pop music, it is fucking crazy. Like,
yeah, he blew up.
Especially considering the fact, which we'll talk about later, the album Yeezus is what it went number one, which is insane.
Oh yeah, easily.
Well, you know what I really like about Kanye West, right?
He likes fingers in his ass.
No, it's the fact that he's not Drake.
That's fair.
Here's the thing about Drake. Drake is like one decent album and a couple good songs, and everything else is like the most boring shit.
Let's get into
What's your favorite, Phil? I mean, I obviously know, but tell the audience what is your favorite, and we'll discuss that first.
Do it, Phil.
Yeezus is easily my favorite Kanye album.
Yeezus.
It's
I hated you. Oh, sorry.
It's very important. Most people discard it or disregard it as a Death Grips knockoff album. It really isn't. It's far from it. It's way more important.
Loud equals Death Grips, obviously.
Yeah, I know. It's such a dumb. It's like the dumbest thing in the world. It's like, yeah, this is kind of industrial.
Libtards thinking that Death Grips is Kanye.
But, it's my favorite. He kind of snaps on a lot of tracks. Hold My Liquor, Bound 2.
Obviously, On Site, the podcast.
Yeah, On Site, definitely.
Which is what this podcast is named after. Because I couldn't think of anything better.
The funny thing is actually next week we're having Kanye on this podcast.
Yeah, this is fact. This is fact.
We're going to be, for that one though, we're going to be talking about Animal Collective, so.
Yeah. Gonna brush up on my Animal Collective knowledge.
Yeah, we're gonna talk to Kanye exclusively about "Here Comes the Indian" by Animal Collective.
Let's do a 20-minute interlude where we just play "Rain Dogs" by Tom Waits. And cut it.
We're gonna have a 30-minute interlude where we're just like slowly but surely sticking our fingers up Kanye's small petite asshole.
All right. What's your favorite Kanye West album, Josh?
I guess let's talk a bit about
you guys
Yeezus.
Weren't supposed to tell anybody that. That was the plan. That's a surprise. You kind of ruined the surprise, guys.
Surprise.
Shit, I'm sorry. We got another guest too, but I won't say.
Mm-hmm.
It's Obama.
I knew it was Obama.
All right, let's talk about Yeezus a bit. What's your favorite song in Yeezus, Phil?
Oh God, that's a hard choice. I'd say "Hold My Liquor."
Hold My Liquor. That is a good choice. I think there's like Yeezus. There's like two songs that I wouldn't consider top tier, which is the one where he says "Asian Pushy Sweet and Sour Sauce," which I don't remember the name of it. And I'm in it. And then there was another one. I don't remember what it's called.
Let's look at the track list. Let me look up the track list.
Yeah, I can do it. Don't worry.
All right.
Just talk a bit more about why you like Yeezus.
It's not really a straight reason. It's kind of hard to, give it.
Because it is your favorite album.
It is my favorite, but it's mostly just track to track. It's probably his most solid and rounded out. It's pretty short.
It's only 40 minutes. Yeah.
But he didn't. All the tracks are good. You know what I mean? There's no slow tracks. And I'm In It is kind of debatably bad, but really it isn't. In my opinion, it's okay.
No, I'm In It's good. It's just not as good as the rest. Bound 2 is honestly a great song, but the problem is that you can't fucking hear the drums.
Yeah, you really can't.
Like, there's really good drum shit in that song, but you can't hear it unless you turn way up, because Kanye just kind of stopped caring at that point, probably. Still a great track. I think really, I mean, I was thinking maybe Send It Up, but Send It Up's beat is so good
Yeah.
that I can't really. I mean, it's the only one that I'd be like, I'm not like a huge massive fan of, but it's still really good.
It's okay. New Slaves is pretty much
fucking amazing.
huge.
Yeah.
Black Skinhead. I've seen bands cover that song because of the drumming on it.
Yeah, which was actually that was done by I guess this wasn't intentional, but the little thing we got in the right that little hentai Daft Punk, the drums on that song were actually done by Daft Punk.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure if you knew that. And same for my favorite song is On Site, which is why I named the podcast On Site. That's one of the best Kanye songs in my opinion. The beat on that song is fucking incredible.
It's pretty complex. It just sounds like MASH at first, but once you really break it down, it's kind of
yeah. If it's so good. It was also kind of done by Daft Punk. Basically, Daft Punk had this fucking giant modular synthesizer, fucking huge, like massive, like as big as your mom, and and they did a jam, and then Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin helped definitely with the song, but I don't remember who cut it. Basically, they cut a small portion, then they put a shit ton of distortion on it, and that's how the beat came.
Yeah.
And the lyrics on that song are fucking amazing. My favorite is "Get that bitch shaking like Parkinson's."
That's a classic. That's a quotable.
The whole album. That's another. It's kind of like a meme album because it's so fucking quotable.
Yeah.
There are so many fucking hilarious quotes in that album.
Yeah, remember when that one line Kanye West was talking about how much he likes fingers in his ass.
Yeah, I love that line. It's so amazing. It's genuinely my
so
favorite
good,
line.
Man. It's relatable. It's relatable.
So do you want to talk about your favorite, Josh, or are we?
I mean, we gotta. I guess. Yeah, sure. I mean, my favorite's the obvious. It's My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
That's a fan favorite, I'd say.
Yeah, it's a fan favorite. My thing though is that it was definitely like it took the least amount of time to grow for me, but the most amount to like appreciate just how good it is.
Definitely.
It's just it's the beats. I mean, the problem with it is that especially on like All of the Lights, I think the only real problem I have is that the mastering isn't the best. Like for beats that good, the mastering should have been a bit better, but it's nothing really too like impairing. It's just like the bass on that song is kind of like you turn it up a bit and it's really fuzzy.
Yeah, it's something you need to pay attention to. But
I'm sorry, fellas. Yo, audio check really quick.
It all sounds good. I'm listening.
Yeah, no, none of my audio is getting recorded right now.
Really?
Not even joking.
Huh, well, I mean,
I can hear it. I can hear it on the Twitch stream.
Yeah, I can't. It's not recording.
I guess I don't know. We have the Twitch stream. We could fuck it.
Yeah, if it mutes it, it's fine. We're not playing any music.
Archive it? You can't just archive Twitch streams, right?
I checked archive on, so we're fine.
All right, good.
It'll be uploaded later, hopefully.
Yeah. We can probably just cut this part of us talking
down
out,
a little bit.
I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
especially see the part where Phil told me he had like 3 slaves in his basement.
we don't talk about that.
Yeah, no, we're keeping that in. I guess the thing about maybe for Dark Twisted Fantasy, I think it's Kanye's best lyrically. As much as I love Jesus, the lyrics in that album are so fucking retarded. I love it, but they're so dumb.
They're dumb, but they're like legendary.
No, they're totally legendary, but like they're dumb. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy genuinely, especially Runaway, which is again kind of
excellent.
Obvious pick, but it is the most like emotional hip hop song I've ever heard.
It's
especially the long vocoder solo.
At the very end, yeah, it goes on for a while, but it's excellent the whole way through. There's nothing wrong with it at all. I think what he did was pretty original for the time. I don't know what the word for it is, but it's not something you've heard before. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's original as it gets, and it's smart. It's very smart.
Yeah, like the lyrics, like I just sent this bitch a picture of my dick. Smart.
Yeah, it's so smart.
No, but for real, I mean that song. Kanye has never been like. Excuse me.
An
Sorry.
excellent lyricist. Is that
He's.
where you're going?
The thing about his lyrics is that they've never been like traditionally good, but the power behind them kind of carries them. There's so much like interesting. There's so much just interesting shit to his lyrics, which I don't really think I've heard from many other rappers. Like, I mean, to be fair, I'm not really like one of my other favorite rappers is MF Doom, and he fucking
Yep.
sings about Doritos and Cheetos. So
He has a whole
I'm
album
not.
about food.
Yeah, exactly.
So
But Kanye lyrically has never been super. I guess fucking.
smart about his
I'm trying to
lyrics.
find the right words, but
He's a good
he's never been a
lyricist.
technical writer. That's what I'm thinking of. He's
There
never
it
been a
is,
super
yeah.
technical writer, but his lyrics, at least when he's like really trying, have a lot of emotional potency. Like the song "Family Business" off the College Dropout is a very some of the lyrics you could consider corny, but they're really I don't know, they're really emotionally potent for me, I guess.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. If you want to start talking about his discography, from
I guess
front,
I guess if we briefly went through our favorites, we're gonna go more in depth about Kanye's whole discog. Just
I'm
give
not
me
gonna
one
lie,
sec.
I'm unknowledgeable about late registration and 808s, but everything else I can probably hold up on. So we're good there.
Have you heard them all?
Oh yeah, I've heard them all. Just some I've heard more than others. Obviously, I've heard late registration probably 5 or 6 times. While everything else has got like 13 or 15 listens.
Fucking love Late Registration, man. I'll totally talk days about that album.
Yeah, you can
guess
do
let's
that,
start College Dropout.
Let me get that track list up, boys, so we can get more reference on that.
Yeah, I can just look it up and rate your music. It's all good. But no, College Dropout. That was Kanye's first real album.
Yeah, it was. It was
the first single off that album was Through the Wire, which was made because he got in a really bad car accident and he had to record a single. So what he did was he sampled
wired shut, or his
with his mouth wired shut.
So
which
it has this weird
he raps with his mouth wired shut, and he sampled. Not only is that song really interesting because he does it with his fucking mouth wired shut and fucked up,
but the sample is messed up, so it sounds like it's saying through the wire when it's saying through the fire.
No, I'm talking more about the fact that that sample wasn't originally cleared, and if Shaka Khan said no to the sample, then that means that single would just not exist.
Oh, I was talking about that because that's also pretty interesting.
Well, yeah, he chops up his weird samples and does like the weird chipmunk shit.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's it's not one of my all-time favorites off the album, but it's a really fucking great one. Kanye did entirely produce the entire thing like by himself. I think that's the only album that he did that he produced all by himself.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like we can fact check that, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, looking on the Rate Your Music page, it has a bunch of like executive producers, but on the actual album it says Kanye West producer for all the songs. But yeah, I guess
second single or
what was the second single? I have no idea.
Slow Jams.
Slow Jams is one of my absolute favorites off the album. The vocals in that are great.
Yeah,
it's
pretty good. It's genuinely pretty good.
The vocals in that are great. Jamie Foxx is surprisingly good. The really fucking funny song, which Kanye has kind of dropped that now. I mean, he kind of came back to it on I guess with Yeezus, but for a while he kind of dropped the really funny stuff. Like We Don't Care is a great song, but it's a very funny song, but it's about a really dark issue. These young school children, singing about how they're drug dealing just to get by, and they're not going to make it past the age 25.
Which is kind of fact. You know what I mean? It's kind of...
At least at the time,
right.
yeah.
At the time it was right, but... third single, All Falls Down. I think everybody here knows what that song is. It's huge.
Yeah, All Falls Down. Classic.
Fourth,
one of his best
Jesus
songs.
Walks. Kanye blew up off this. Huge single.
Kanye No, yeah, Kanye. That song is potent or not important, not just because Kanye is it's a huge single and a landmark in his career. It kind of changed the tide for what was appropriate to sing on radio because people weren't really allowed to make raps about Jesus and Christ on radio.
It was a big deal at the time.
It was a big deal, and nobody would pick it up. So eventually, when Rockefeller signed him, he he released it and fucking huge.
It was
Rockefeller as in Rockefeller Nightcore remix.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you in your sleep, Toad.
Number 11. It peaked at number 11 in the United States, which is, that's pretty big.
Number
not
11?
his best one, but number
Wait,
number
let's
11.
Number
Jesus
11.
Walks.
Jesus Walks is not one. Oh, New Workout Plan. New Workout Plan's fucking funny though.
Yeah,
that song
pretty
makes
good.
me laugh. I love that song.
It's funny. It's a fun song.
It's so stupid, and the video is so inane. It's great.
It's got some good Kanye.
Love it.
It got some good Kanye reaction images though.
Oh yeah,
definitely got some good ones in there.
Number 11.
New
Father Will Die.
Spaceship, which
how many fucking singles did you release for this album, man?
I'm still going. He's got Spaceship, 2 Words, which is probably the best single in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah, probably 2 Words off singles list. Maybe even off the album in general.
Really? I disagree. I don't agree with that.
That's fair. It's opinion.
I think my favorite single is probably Spaceship, or All Falls Down.
Definitely.
It's a good song, but it just kind of like, I don't know. Same with like, no, my least favorite's probably Breathe In, Breathe Out.
Oh yeah, definitely Breathe In, Breathe Out. That song sucks. Oh my god. That's like
it doesn't suck. It's just I only listen to it on the album, but it's not a bad song.
Okay, so this is 2 Words has this one just lyric at the beginning where it's "We in the streets, player, get your mail. It's only 2 places you'll end up, either dead or in jail." And I'm like, whew.
Damn, Con man.
Very cool, Kanye. Very nice.
Very cool.
Thank you, Kanye. But
thank you, Kanye. Very cool.
His final single was 2 Words.
Kanye North.
So
he has his daughter's named North, Toad.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Kanye fact.
Northwest.
So epic. But
more like Kanye South. Am I right, fellas?
Oh, I hope you die in a fire at the age of 23.
Can we talk about the next
what if,
album singles and really? Or do you want to say?
Predicted my death.
Do you want to say some more stuff about this album, Josh? Because we pretty much covered the big songs, but if you want to go about School Spirit and other songs.
School Spirit's great. I wish that it didn't. I'm gonna go on a bit of a tangent, but I fucking hate because people for a while they weren't cool with curse words because they're #libtard pussies.
Yeah, that's the big problem with this song.
Yeah, it has like whenever they're swearing, it's like looped back.
Yeah,
that shit happens on or they cut it out, which I hate, and that happens on Low End Theory, which is a fucking fantastic album by a Tribe Called Quest. But it's partially not as good because they censor out the swear words.
It's not about the swear words. It's just about kind of ruins the flow of a song when you have.
No, it ruins the flow. That's what I mean, right? They get out the swear words, which those are words in the song, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Those are words in the song, and they're taking it out, so it kills the whole flow of the entire thing.
Yeah, Aretha Franklin really didn't want her cute, nice little song being ruined, but it's okay.
Wait, was that it?
Yeah, it was an Aretha Franklin sample.
But did she actually say that?
Yeah, I think somewhere it said that she didn't want it on her thing.
That's weird.
I read something.
Rest in peace, Aretha Franklin.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say rest in peace because she ruined School Spirit. I'm kidding, rest in peace. But
no, she ruined School Spirit. Fuck her.
Yeah,
die in hell.
Die in hell.
Black people be like,
oh, I forgot about Never Let Me Down. What is this?
That's a good one.
Why do songs So half of these songs are
retarded
skits,
singles,
or singles. Yeah.
Oh, skit. Not one, 2, 3, 4,
5.
Wait, 5?
There's Workout Plan, School Spirit
Oh
Part
yeah,
1,
Workout
Part
Plan.
2,
1,
Little
2, 3,
Jimmy.
4, 5. The album's 21 tracks and there's 5 skits. The skits are actually. It's one of the only rap album where the skits are actually really good.
They're kind of good.
Hot take. For skits, they're really funny. Oh, intro. Fuck.
Yeah. So
there's actually a lot of skits because there's like interlude tracks like Graduation Day. Or
let's go to Late Registration if you don't mind, so we can.
Yeah. Oh, actually, Phil, just want to say, what's your favorite song in the album in general?
2 words.
2 words.
All right.
Mine.
2 words.
My favorite on the song on the album is either Family Business or Last Call.
That's fair. Last Call is I would say better than Family Business, but opinion.
Last Call is great. All 12 minutes of his glory. Love that song.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to find a singles list for Late Registrations. Let me go over that.
Gold Digger. I'm pretty sure that was the first one.
Oh yeah. Wait, maybe not. Hold on.
For sure, Gold Digger. That was the huge. That's the song that basically like.
Oh nope.
Put
I have the
Kanye
list.
on every white person's radio.
Diamonds from Sierra Leone was the first one. Yeah, Diamonds from Sierra Leone was the first single.
One of the best songs in the album. Fucking fantastic.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's probably my favorite, to be honest. Or Touch the Sky, but that's probably
Touch the Sky is great too. Another good thing. This album is really strong. The thing about this album is that on late registration is that I think I think College Dropout and Late Registration are about as good as each other, but for different reasons. Because College Dropout flows better as an album, but Late Registration has like stronger individual songs.
Yeah, you're right. That's honestly like probably the best way to put it.
It's just packed with fucking great stuff. Even I'd say, I don't think there's a single like. I'll get into the skits in a bit, but I don't think there's a single like weak song on the album.
Off of what album? Both or
Late Registration?
I'd say Addiction.
Oh, I love it. Addiction's so good, man. Addiction's.
Yeah, that's probably it.
I mean, that's fair, but I love Addiction. I love Addiction.
Adam Levine.
Adam Levine, actually good, because it's like one of the 2 good things Adam Levine's done. Because This Love, honestly, good song.
We need to do an episode about pop music.
No, we just need to do an episode entirely about Maroon 5.
Oh my god, what a car wreck of an episode.
But, yeah.
I don't know if I could sit through that, but Heard 'Em Say has Adam
Heard
Levine.
Him Say fucking fantastic.
Lupe Fiasco snapped on Touch the Sky.
Touch the Sky is great. It also is his best music video by far.
He rides a rocket, and it's epic.
He explodes.
Oh my god, that's hard for me to hear. I'm so sorry.
And then he also gets slapped by 2 ghetto black women.
Yeah, Gold Digger.
Say that he has a small penis, I'm pretty sure.
Gold Digger is probably his biggest song. No.
Gold Digger is one of his. I think that's his biggest song.
Power is probably above it.
No. Like, I checked the Billboard charts a while ago, and Gold Digger was his biggest.
Oh really? Well, skit number 1. We're not going to talk about the skits right now.
Fuck all. The skits are the weakest part of the album because the skits on College Dropout are great.
But these ones are kind of bad and boring. And
they're bad.
Awful.
They're bad and boring because they make no sense.
Drive Slow is just like, why is this here? Like nobody.
Yeah, exactly. It's literally just filler, basically.
Drive Slow would have been by itself better, but the skit before it thinks it needs
Drive
the skit.
Slow, homie.
It's like why? Yeah,
it's just filler, basically.
Yes,
it's filler.
It's an
but
album.
The thing about the skits, the first one is fine because it's just an intro and it leads into Heard Him Say.
Mm-hmm.
Skit 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all completely inane and useless.
So we're just gonna skip the skits.
I have no idea. Okay, the skits though. I just want to talk about them for a bit.
Okay, go ahead.
The skits are fucking. The skits on College Dropout make sense. They're critiquing the American education system, specifically college, because Kanye for a while dropped out of college. Eventually, he got like some kind of like degree in honor. I don't know, like some diploma in honor, but like. The skits in here make no sense. Basically, their gimmick is they are college students and they are in a fraternity
yeah.
that like to be poor, but
yeah, it's like doesn't make sense. It's like okay,
it doesn't make sense because people in college. I mean, it sounds stupid, I guess, analyzing something like that, but people in college don't like to be poor. They
yeah,
like to have fucking money so they can pay off their college debt.
it's kind of dumb.
But
It's
the skits here are
pointless.
just, and it's like some of the lines are so ridiculous that like I kind of chuckle. Like one where he said that his mom had to pretend to be a Christmas tree in Christmas because they couldn't afford a tree. What does that mean?
Yeah, it's
What
dumb.
does that mean?
It's so dumb. It's stupid. Don't even bother, dude.
If you listen to the album, I don't know, but if you buy a CD, then listen to it. But if you're listening to it on like streaming or whatever, take out the bonus tracks, and then although Late's pretty good, Diamonds from Sierra Leone, the bonus track is just a not as good version of the remix. But take out the bonus tracks, take out the skits, and then you have like a perfect album.
Yeah, really. Drive Slow. We already kind of talked about. It's okay.
Drive Slow is fucking great.
It's
I
like
love Drive
yeah,
Slow.
it's pretty good. I mean, it's middle of the road.
I love the saxophone. I mean, I think coming from what we're saying, I like Late Registration a lot more than you do.
Yeah, definitely.
But
I don't
Late
appreciate it as
Registration,
much.
I don't know. It didn't click with me at first, but man, once it did, loved everything. Roses is fucking great.
Oh my god, Roses is so good.
Roses is great. It also is one of his funniest sounds that he's ever made because of Kanye's like ad libs.
Oh my god.
I'll probably, if I remember
He's
to,
strong.
yeah, Iskrow. If I remember to, I'll add the sound right here. I guess I'll do it so I can remember.
There's a snap.
Editing the audio. What else we got? We got obviously Addiction. We talked about great. We Major is fucking incredible.
Yeah, We Major snaps.
That song kind of foresaw violent crimes off his new album, Yay, which we'll talk about in a bit.
Diamonds from Sierra Leone, forever.
Fucking great. Celebration's great.
Hey
Gone
Mama
is great. Hey Mama is my favorite off the album, even though that's
fair.
the obvious
Yeah, that's
pick.
very fair.
A song that is even more emotionally potent than before because of the passing of his mother, Donda West. It's just a overall. I don't think you think this, but in my opinion, it's a really fucking solid album.
I mean,
through and through.
I can see it as a solid album, right? I just don't like it personally. I know it's good. It's just kind of, you know what I mean? It's hit or miss, really. Graduation. All right, this is one.
Let's talk about Graduation. This is one that I did not warm up to until a couple months ago.
This one was probably
this is the one that warmed up for me the latest. I think it was a lot of people's first Kanye albums.
Can't Tell Me Nothing. We're gonna go singles real fast. Can't Tell Me Nothing. Very forgettable.
Great. Really, I think it's a great song. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna murder you in your sleep. I'm gonna castrate you.
I know, dude. Stronger has an Akira reference in the music video, so I give it a plus plus.
Stronger is good, even though it's basically just a remix of the Daft Punk song. I love Daft Punk, so it's good. It's good. Mixed 32 times. If I remember, I'll put in a link somewhere to the video where they're mixing it a bunch of times, and it's really fucking funny.
The Discord, yeah, please. Good Life, which is pretty much.
It's so cheesy, but it's honestly pretty good. It's one of the weaker ones, but
he said this album was to be arena rap, which hasn't been done before.
Arena rap, yeah, like arena, like fucking Kansas, the band Kansas, or like all that like classic rock shit. Which I don't like Kansas, but like I mean, I like some classic rock. Like it, like imagine like Queen, but it's Kanye West.
Yeah, so Good Life, big. You know, it feels big.
Huge
you know
song.
What I mean?
Really, I mean, I guess kinda. But the thing about Good Life is that it's so like cheesy and dumb, but it's still really fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Flashing Lights, which is
great.
Yeah, it's great. I'll say that. Homecoming. I mean, yeah.
Homecoming. I think that Homecoming is honestly way better than it should be. I don't have a giant hate boner for Coldplay like most people do. Like at least who are into music. They have some good stuff. They have a lot of really shit stuff, but they have some good stuff. The problem with Graduation and why it's not higher in the list is because it has two of his worst songs. Barry Bonds and fucking Drunken Hot Girls. Drunken Hot Girls, I have such a strong vendetta and beef with.
It's awful. It's like cringe.
It's, I guess for lack of a better term, yeah, but one of my favorite bands of all time is the band Can. It's an
Mhm.
experimental, I guess, rock. I don't know the krautrock scene from the '70s, which inspired Bowie for Heroes and Low, and Brian Eno too. He samples that band for Drunken Hot Girls, and it's just a mess.
Oh yeah,
It feels fucking clunky. It just most Def's feature is just embarrassing for him, considering how good of a rapper he is. It's just shit. It's pure shit.
If you
It's
don't
his worst
mind,
song.
I wonder, and I remember when.
I Wonder's great.
Oh my god, my stupid thing went off. You know when they had the March Kanye Madness chart or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
That song won on my
Really?
list I made. If I don't think I could find it again, but I wonder beat
Mine was
everything.
Runaway and Family Business, I believe.
But that was before I liked Yeezus, and Graduation was my favorite. But I wonder won.
Well, wait, no, the Kanye Madness was before Ye came out.
No, I'm talking Yeezus, Chief. Wait, what?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I like Yeezus a lot more than Graduation now, but this album was my favorite
I
at the
Wonder
time.
is such a good song.
So I Wonder won,
Yeah.
and it's probably my second favorite Kanye song. First being, I mean, that's kind of
Hold
tough.
My Liquor.
Yeah, probably Hold My Liquor or Bound to.
Everything I Am is probably my favorite off the album. I love Everything I Am. That song is fucking gorgeous. The Glory is very good too. I guess Champ. Oh, good. We forgot to talk about the first song, Good Morning, which has a great music video.
Oh my
a
god,
bit
the music
dated,
video is so
but
fun. It's like the most fun music video of all time.
good. I mean, I'm not gonna go that far. I think
It's the ultimate alarm.
Frontier Psychiatrist by the Avalanches probably is.
Dude,
that video is fucking hilarious.
Good
I'll
Morning
link it
is
to
the
you.
ultimate alarm sound song. It's perfect.
I don't know about that. I think it's too like fun. Basically, what I do for my alarm if I don't have my actual alarm clock set up, I'll play this band called Boris that I like. They're from Japan. They make a bunch of different shit. They have this one song that is really fucking loud and like punky, and I always play that for my alarm because I bought it on iTunes for like $3 because it was on sale.
What my alarm used to be was the Ghost and Goblins. You know when you start up Ghost and Goblins? That's what it was. So my day was, from the start, hell. Because of Ghost and Goblins.
Hey Toad, what's your alarm sound?
Toad's still
Is
here?
he dead?
Yeah, I think.
Yo, Toad.
Is he here?
I think he's AFK.
Let's ping him. Oh, he's here. He's here.
Is it over?
No.
We're asking you what your alarm sound is, you dummy.
What's your alarm sound, you dipshit?
My
you
alarm
fucking
sound.
moron. Did you fall asleep?
No.
No.
What were you doing? We were talking to you.
I was taking a shit.
All right, what's your alarm sound that you use to wake up?
Let's go.
That's
my alarm
not
sound,
like an alarm clock.
whatever generic thing that's on my phone.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay, retard.
Okay, libtard.
I got a new phone. I haven't set up anything yet.
So. Oh, what's
Did
your
you
new
hear
phone,
what I
buddy?
said, Toad?
Got me a new phone.
No, Toad. Did you hear what I said for my alarm sound?
What?
It's the Ghost and Goblin startup sound.
That's actually amazing.
That's awful.
And nothing else. I just wake up and I'm like, oh my god.
What if you put your alarm sound as the fucking Dark Souls dying thing?
Oh.
That would be terrifying.
Oh, that would be awful.
My alarm sound could literally just be one little doot, and I'd wake up. So.
It just pops up like a robot beep.
No, I need mine to be loud because I like to sleep to music.
Oh.
Like ambient shit or something. I've actually slept to Kanye a lot, honestly.
Kanye is like hard to sleep to, but I slept to it when I was camping. I slept to The Life of Pablo. Which was the later half of
I slept to The Life of Pablo too. Actually, the other day I literally was just listening to Famous for like 2 seconds and I fell asleep, and then I woke up and I listened to it a bunch.
Hey Josh, so if you want to start to talk about 808s and Heartbreak, I'm not going to be able to talk that much on this because it's my probably least listened to ones that you just take over.
All right, yeah.
Oh, I can talk about
I guess, do we have any rapping thoughts about Graduation?
Coldest Winter is the best track.
Oh, on 808s, I guess. Yeah, let's just go straight to 808s. I used to think that for a really long time, but 808s is one of his best albums in my opinion. Hated the shit Although also it's super contentious album. Like most of Ye's career after Late Registration, it's super contentious. Besides like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy,
Yeah.
it's consistently good. I think my one gripe is RoboCop's lyrics aren't that good, but the production really makes up for it.
Mm-hmm. It sounds good.
But like
from the time
the production's fucking great. The lyrics aren't that good. Say You Will, amazing. Welcome to Heartbreak is great. Heartless is one of his biggest songs, but still very good.
Also,
Amazing
that
is
that sample. Dude.
That's one of my least favorites, but it's still really good. Love Lockdown, Killer. Paranoid's really great. RoboCop, and I'm gonna talk a bit for my favorite off the album is track 8, Streetlights. Streetlights is just fucking great. I don't know what he did with his vocals because it's not just a lot of the reason why people hate this album is because he has
auto-tune.
One, he raps on almost nothing on the album. There's little to no rapping, and it's auto-tune because people are like my friend. I guess I'll just call him by his Discord username, Opti. He is the biggest hate boner for auto-tune I have ever heard.
Yike.
It is like the most boomer opinion ever.
Yeah, really.
Fucking boomer.
But then
the thing about autotune is that people misuse it a lot, but it's honestly when it's done well, like with Kanye.
I like when it's overused a lot because it honestly is kind of
sounds like a robot.
Yeah, it's
or like Travis Scott. You know, good shit.
When he does it, it's okay. But if it's like kind of underused, but you can hear it's there. It's
Travis. Okay, Travis Scott. I don't really like anything he's made besides Rodeo, but Rodeo is really fucking good.
Dude,
that's what I'll say about him.
Birds in the Trap, Sing McKnight. Is that one of his? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I've never listened to that one. Apparently, it's really. I've heard from people. It's not that good, but I also heard from others that it's good. So I need to actually.
I skipped Astroworld. I didn't even listen to it. I couldn't sit through it. It's pain.
I didn't listen to it either. The only thing I've heard from Astroworld is that one DJ Academics clip where he's fucking screaming. And if I remember to do that, then I'll put that in. I guess
oh my god, See You in My Nightmares gets so much hate.
Really?
From what I've heard online, yeah, people hate See You in My Nightmares.
That's Lil Wayne's redemption song off Barry Bonds for me.
Kinda.
I think he's great on See You in My Nightmares.
It gets hated on so hard. People hate that. But Coldest Winter, I mean.
Coldest Winter is fucking incredible. That's my 3 favorites are Streetlights, Coldest Winter, and Pinocchio Story.
Dude, Bad
Streetlights brings a certain emotion that I can't really describe other than it makes me sad, but there's so much more. It's such a fucking... It is 3 minutes and 10 seconds of pure excellence.
Mm-hmm.
It is probably the one I listen to the most. Coldest Winter is another great one.
You forgot to talk about Bad News, which is the only track you skipped.
Oh, Bad News. Right, you're right. Bad News is great. Obviously.
Okay. So,
Coldest Winter. Oh no, hold on. First off, Coldest Winter. Under 3 minutes of no filler, all killer. Easily one of his best songs.
Mm-hmm.
One of his most heartbreaking songs about his 808s. I guess we should have mentioned the backstory. He did it after his fiance Amber Rose broke up with him, and his mother
perished.
Yeah.
Is that the word?
His mother died. It's the way he said it. It's funny. His mother, Donda West, died during plastic surgery, which Kanye West.
I'm just saying.
Kanye West, his mother died having plastic surgery, which was given by Kanye. Not given, but he paid for it, which is guilt that he's lived with for the rest of his life. And it was kind of what I think would change Kanye into modern Kanye. Like, here's what I think about it in my mind. Old Kanye is college dropout to 808s. New Kanye is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy to fucking Kids See Ghosts.
That's fair.
So yeah, I guess you want to go on to...
Yeah, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy? Alright, let's kick it.
First single, Power. Everybody knows that song.
Power. Everybody knows Power. Power is fucking incredible.
It's like,
Sample is one of my favorite bands, King Crimson. Well, unlike... He learned from fucking Graduation, where he sampled Can and it was complete shit. Just
He's like, let's just do this.
yeah, let's just kind of throw these shitty vocals and sing over them. Yeah, but no, Power, great.
Runaway.
The entire album is fantastic.
Runaway.
Runaway is amazing.
That's the come
obviously.
anthem. That's what you come to.
Yeah, you come to that shit.
Monster, which is, it's okay. Yeah, I
love
Monster.
dude. Monster's so good. Nicki Minaj's verse is so good.
She snaps on that. That's like her hardest.
She snaps.
All the light switches.
That's the best thing that she's ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
I like
Don't
to go
deny
into
it.
JoJo Heritage for the Future games and say I'm a Nicki Minaj stan. I think it's funny.
Are you?
No, I'm not a Nicki Minaj stan. I don't know anything about Nicki Minaj. I know that the Thumbprint album or whatever it's called, the Pink Thumbprint or whatever, is okay, I guess. It has Anaconda on it, and Anaconda's actually kind of a bop. I'm not gonna lie.
Anaconda's not as bad as people say, but also the sampling is so fucking lazy on that song. The sampling is so lazy on that song.
It's pretty dumb.
Dark Fantasy is the opener. Dark Fantasy sets the entire tone of the album.
Nicki Minaj has a poem thing that she reads at the beginning, which is like
she reads in like a British accent. It's weird. I didn't know it was Nicki Minaj for a while.
Yeah. Gorgeous.
Actually good.
Skippable track, worst track on the album.
The thing, I think it's my least favorite, which I'm. If people actually listen to this, I'd probably get some shit, but
I'm sure someone will.
Somebody will eventually, and then yell at me. Gorgeous is a great song. I love the entire album. The entire album is just fucking amazing. It's probably my favorite. Meme opinion, boring Mewcore opinion, 4chan opinion, but My Big Fat Twisted Fantasy is probably my favorite hip hop album.
Yeah,
maybe Donuts by Jay Dilla.
Don't really count that as hip hop. Count that as I don't know.
It's hip hop.
Maybe.
You liberal. You fucking libtard. I'm gonna rape your dog.
Episode in the future. After our 9
We
Inch
should.
Nails episode where I snap and take over the entire episode because I love 9 Inch Nails. After my Primus episode.
Yeah, and then I don't because I listened to like 4 9 Inch Nails albums.
Bro, we need to do a Primus and a 9 Inch Nails episode so I can actually be like talking.
I've only listened to one Primus album.
Oh my god, this guy. Okay, so Power. Oh my gosh, Power is so epic. All of the lights. Let's actually talk about All of the Lights because it's so epic.
All of the Lights is so epic. It made the meme, the MJ gone, a nigga there.
I hold my head.
Yeah. It's
beat my girl feet off the foot.
The entire album is good. Is really good. The only thing I could possibly complain about are the fact that the mastering is not the greatest on really any Kanye. I know I said that, but
on that opinion. You went ham.
Monster. Everything else is, fucking. Even the interlude for All the Lights is good.
Bro, I'm just trying
Blame
to
Game samples. Actually, okay, Blame Game has a really funny story behind it. So
go over the story, Chief. Go hit him.
So Blame Game samples the song April 14th by Aphex Twin off of probably that's the album Drug Use, and that's probably my favorite electronic album. But Blame Game samples that, the piano. But the thing is that it technically didn't sample it because Kanye tried to not pay Aphex Twin by doing that, by getting John Legend to play the piano instead of actually sampling it. And then Aphex Twin got really fucking mad because Kanye was trying to like skim out on money, and that's really funny.
That's pretty good.
Lost in the World is great.
I'm lost in the world.
Well, / Who Can Survive in America.
Okay, for Lost in the World has like the best part in that big movie music video where Kanye's just like straight running.
Oh yeah, that video is kind of bad though, except for like Runaway and Lost in the World.
No, it's good. The whole thing's fine, kind of good. I like
the fucking thing where like the stupid angel bitch is like running around his house.
Running around his house, he said.
And then it's just real. Runaway's a great video. Lost in the World's a really good part, but the rest of it, fuck off.
There's
Kanye.
a shot where they're sitting on like, I don't know where it is, and there's like these clouds, and the clouds look so cool.
Oh yeah, that's decent too.
They look so big.
But it just
scary.
looks. It just looks. Some of it just looks stupid.
It does look
Like-
stupid. It's stupid, but it's good to watch, and it gives you a
I
nice
guess it's the
background.
thing that I'll only ever gonna watch once, and I've only watched it once. I'm never gonna watch it
Same.
again.
I've only watched it like once or
Let's
twice.
briefly run over Watch the Throne. Easily Kanye's worst album.
I don't even want to count it, to be honest.
It's not a bad album by any means. It's
I
just,
bought it.
some songs of it are great. No Church in the
Church
Wild.
Yeah, that's probably the best one.
Otis, Niggas in Paris. Those songs are all great. Made in America is really good too. Everything else is like, Welcome to the Jungle is decent too.
We're not
but
talking about Cruel Summer, by the way. We're skipping that one.
Cruel Summer is not a Kanye album.
Yeah, but it's
I
on
don't.
this stupid
It's just a
list.
compilation shit that he did.
Don't even bother. You want to go to Yeezus?
Well, Watch the Throne. I'm just gonna say, Watch the Throne. Easily is most forgettable.
Don't
Got a
let me
couple
get in
good
my
songs.
There's a flash game somewhere where you have to block Kanye from getting in his zone. He keeps saying it. I'm not even joking.
That's
I'm
great.
not gonna find it again.
That's great. Watch the Throne is just
Epic. It's epic.
It's epic. No, it's not epic.
Yeezus.
We already talked a lot about Yeezus. We'll say a little bit more. Yeezus, easily one of his fucking best.
So it's so good. It's
Every song is good.
Shut Up,
Every
Fantana.
song is a fucking, except for maybe, I'm in it's like not as good compared to the rest. Still pretty good.
We send this up. It can't go
Bangers
down.
after bangers after bangers.
It's
Fucking
10
Blood on the
tracks.
Leaves.
It's so tight. It's the tightest Kanye album. There's nothing here that's.
I'm a God. Fucking featuring God.
Featuring God. And if you go to the Spotify page, it
says
featuring
God.
and you can click on it, and the only song God is on is I Am a God. That's just how good Kanye is.
Yeah, Blood on the Leaves is fucking incredible. That sample is great. It's just so good.
To falling in love. Okay, let's go to Life of Pablo, aka the most polarizing Kanye album of all time.
Yeah, let's just say Yeezus, good shit. It took me 5 listens to fully love it,
Like 3, but yeah,
it's so good, man. I love it. It's just so fucking tight and good.
like I said, it's like my favorite album of all time. I've said that like a thousand times, but you know.
Life of Pablo. This is gonna be probably our longest discussion because
It's so long. It's so long.
The Life of Pablo. I'm gonna look up the. There's 2 versions of it, so
Which
I need to. I'm gonna be talking about the
newest one, right?
The newest one, the updated one. So Life of Pablo, the release strategy was basically he released it and then worked on it and released it as it went.
He said it was changing art.
It was changing art, which it's fucking not. It's just him fixing an album.
More shekels, more streams.
Yeah, more shekels, exactly.
But you know what? It came out okay, and I like it. So.
The thing, I did not like it at first, and I think that the mixing was... As much
weird.
as I complain about mixing and shit on Kanye, by far, like... It was like the weakest mixes of anything he's ever done.
It's kind of false flat. But if you look on the writers page on the Wikipedia thing, holy God, it's the most like. Go to the Wikipedia page and look at the writers and tell me that isn't wild.
No, I know. No, look, there's so many assistant engineers and shit.
It's wild, dude. This is probably his like.
Because do you know what he does? He goes and anybody in the room, he gives a writer's credit.
I mean, you know, it makes for
basically.
This. Ultralight being absolute bop.
All right, let's Life of Pablo is interesting because it's definitely his most inconsistent album, being that there's a couple fucking incredible songs and it's still a great album.
Okay,
overall.
you're not even gonna get away with this one, Chief. All of them are good. Not a bad song on this entire
except
album.
for like
St.
Highlight. St. Pablo's great.
Ooh, Fade.
Fade's great. No. The stuff I don't like
Fade's
is like
good. I'm saying Fade's good.
No, yeah. It's mostly just shitty intermission. Silver Surfer intermission is so fucking annoying.
Frank's track should have been on Wolves. Actually, Frank should have been a part of Wolves.
Well, he was at first.
Yeah, he was at first, but
I actually think that Wolves' vibe works. I think Frank's track is a good interlude by itself. I don't really have complaints with that. I Love Kanye is really fucking annoying because it's funny the first 2 times you hear it and then you never want to hear it again.
I mean, I listen to it because I don't listen to his album that often, and it's pretty short. It's 44 seconds, so you're not really.
It's just kind of like annoying if you because I've listened to this album a lot.
It's actually really funny the first time you listen to it.
It's funny the first time, but then after you hear it, you're like,
Yikes.
It's the same thing with like the skits and late registration,
Oh
right?
yeah,
Like,
really.
okay, it's funny because it's ridiculous the first time, but then you never want to hear it again.
Okay.
Highlights I don't like very much.
Real Friends. How
Real
many
Friends is
of
fucking sick.
Yeah. Part 2 of Father Stretch My Hands is just a glorified Panda remix, which shouldn't have existed.
Everybody said that, but it's true.
Yeah,
And
it's
I
true.
get
You can't even defend that. It's literally just Panda, but longer and obnoxious.
Father Stretch My Hands Part 1 is great though.
Oh yeah, that's good. It's kind of a meme, but if you actually listen to it, it's actually kind of good. Famous
Yeah,
is like
especially the asshole line, killer.
Famous
Oh,
is yikes. I know.
Famous is
It's kind of falls flat. It's just so
really
slow. It feels slow,
man. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna castrate your mom, dude.
but feedback.
I love feedback.
Low lights.
Low lights is good.
Freestyle 4, which has that.
Freestyle 4 is good. It's probably like the weakest of the good songs, but it's actually it actually makes me chuckle every time I hear
Waves. All my life, Waves is so
Waves
good.
is great.
I love Waves so much.
Fuck My Life is great. You know, Wolves obviously.
Real Friends. How many of
Love this Real Friend. Yeah,
30 hours is just like this really long bop.
It's 5 minutes 23 seconds. It's not that bad.
No More Parties in LA, aka the biggest track on the entire album.
That song is sick.
It's huge. And then we get the real best track, Facts, Charlie Heat version, which is my favorite probably.
Really? That's I hear most people say that's their least favorite.
What?
It's good though.
I love the.
It's just a dumb trap. It's a dumb trap banger. It's good though.
It's very good. Actually, it's probably.
It's fun. It's super fun.
The sample at the beginning is hot, 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 and he says Yeezy.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
He does that everywhere now. On his new song Ecstasy, which is like his worst song, by the way. That or Drunken Heart. His new song is fucking awful, but it does that thing too.
He just calls out Nike. His entire track, he just attacks Nike.
Oh,
I was out here spazzing.
Facts?
Now y'all get the message.
Yeah. Now you get the message.
Yeah, that's pretty good. 2020, I'm around the whole election.
We forgot the biggest and most universally loved song in the album, Ultralight Beam.
Ultralight Beam. I try to talk about Ultralight Beam. It's actually pretty good.
It's fucking incredible. Easily the best of the album in my opinion, even though again, I think normie opinion.
Dude, I forgot about him calling out Kimoji on Facts. Do anybody feel bad for Bill Cosby? Did he forget the names just like Steve Harvey? Yeah, yay. Yeah, that's good. So let's go to Yay. Let's just.
Yeah, so actually, before we finish up, Life Pablo, overall.
8 out of 10 album. We should have given ratings.
I'd say so too.
We should have been doing ratings. Oh my god. We can go back and do that.
Not necessary for now.
You want to just go back and
most of it's. Yeah, it's not that necessary, man.
I mean,
Yay. Yay, let's get to Yay. Yay's his album from this year. Yay is also one of his most polarizing. You either really like it, like it's. I know a lot of people who like think it's eh. It's eh, amazing, or shit.
Bro, I was on vacation when this came out, so I didn't even know. I wasn't involved, but I felt left out. And we went to a record store because I wanted to look for it and buy it so I could listen to it on vacation. Because I was in a hotel in Florida, and I was like, please, just, let me listen to this new Kanye album. And I couldn't. So I was just waiting to get home the entire vacation to listen to the new Kanye album.
But you listened to it, right?
Oh, yeah, I listened to it. What do you think I didn't? It's the first thing I did when I got home. But you know what else came out? The new Ghost record. So my family, my dad and my uncle were just playing the new Ghost album over and over and over again. They liked it so much. I was like, please let me hear my new Kanye. You know what I did pick up at that record store though?
What?
Janelle Monáe's Dirty Computer.
Oh, is that album good?
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, it's pretty forgettable, but there's a few bops on it, like Take a Bite and.
I like your Arachnoid, or Arc Android or whatever.
There's a song called Yikes on Ye, and it's actually pretty okay. Yikes.
Yikes is good. Yikes is funny.
I Thought About Killing You has the best opening ever. It's so good.
But okay, yeah. So I Thought About Killing You has a almost Stevie Wonder-esque opening with the vocals, which reminds me of "Love's in Need of Love Today" off "Songs in the Key of Life." The opening on that is So good.
It's epic.
It's great.
Such
All Mine is so fucking funny. I love it.
Ghost Town.
Ghost Town's the best,
I'll
obviously.
throw my hands on the stove.
Yeah, but All Mine is fucking hilarious.
No mistakes.
All Mine is great. It's just dumbest. One of his dumbest songs. He says he likes your titties because he can focus on two things at once, and we would not be here without cum.
Oh my god.
What are your thoughts about this, Toad? Would we be here without cum?
Yeah, would we be here without cum?
No.
Awesome.
Epic answer.
Good response, stupid liberal.
Bro, we only
cunt.
got one album left after this.
Yeah, let's talk a bit more. All Mine, good. My kind of controversial opinion. My least favorites Wouldn't Leave. It's good. But,
yeah.
and it has a lot of significance, I guess, contextually, because Kim Kardashian. It's basically about what he was saying to Kim Kardashian after the TMZ incident, where he said that slavery was a choice.
Which I don't think
I agree with TBH. No,
we shouldn't probably get into that because that's kind of yikes. No way to defend it.
No, I mean, what I can say is that he most definitely meant to say that people put themselves in their own mental slavery, and people kind of. That's what he meant to say, but it's he eventually apologized and all that.
Apologized.
And basically, water under the bridge now.
But man, everybody was on that for a few weeks.
Everybody was losing their shit. I was not losing my shit. I
didn't
was.
Care. I agree. I agree with it because I knew what he was trying to say, but like not really. But
Yeah.
I was just trying to defend him and make him look good. But
I wasn't trying to make him look good. I was trying to make him.
Look.
I was trying to rationalize the people why he would say something like that because I've talked to my mom about this. Kanye said, on this album, he said, he's bipolar. I was talking to my mom and I said, he probably has fucking autism, right? My mom works with autistic people and disabled people, and I told her why I thought he had autism, and then she said, "Yeah, he probably has autism." Kanye West, the autist.
I can still
he jerks off to Oscar every night.
Dude, shut up! Don't. This ain't the place for this.
Ghost Town, my favorite, fucking easily one of his best songs that he's released in 2010s.
Oh my god, it's so good.
No Mistakes is good. It's just a quick, short little good
cute little song, little cute little thing.
Yeah, Violent Crimes is really good too. Apparently Nicki Minaj wrote it.
Okay.
No, she did. She at the end of the
Yeah, I know.
end
You
of
think it's funny.
The voicemail, the thing that she says, she says like what he should be saying. I guess. You didn't know that?
Oh, now I did.
Okay, Livma.
Okay, libtard.
Yes. Kids See Ghosts.
I can
now
still
on Kids See
feel
Ghosts.
the love. Yeah. That's my Kids See Ghost impression.
My Kids See Ghost impression is I can still.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's epic.
It's the problem with Kids See Ghost is that it's a great album. Most of what Kanye 90% of what Kanye releases is gold, and 10% of it is complete shit. This is 90% in the good. It's great. I love this album. The problem with Kids See Ghost, though, it has been overtyped by Fantano to no end.
Fantano gave it a 10 out of 10. I was like 10 out of yikes, if you know what I mean. What the
Oh, it's a great coming from. I'm one of the biggest Kanye fans I know. I've defended most of the stuff that he's released. I love most of it.
Kind of same, yeah.
I love Kanye.
I think
he's
we all
great.
do.
Yeah, we all.
Whoa, you just kind of like cut out there for a second, Chiefo.
Awesome.
Okay, let's get epic. Can we talk
I'll
about
just cut it. All right, but
these bops?
Feel the Love, good song.
I can still feel the love.
Fire.
I can still feel the love.
Good. Fourth Dimension is fantastic.
Fire.
Easily one of my favorites off the album. Free Ghost Town is probably my least favorite. It's really stupid,
It's
but
pretty
it's
dumb.
also fun. Reborn is one of my favorites. I love that one.
Oh yes, that's epic.
Great
Kids
overall.
see ghosts sometime. Kids see ghosts
Go
sometime.
sometimes. Kids See Ghosts is great.
Cuddy
I like the
montage.
weird British. I like the weird. The weird. I don't know who the fuck it is. Is that Mos Def? Okay, apparently that's Mos Def doing a weird like impression. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, what are you
But
on
apparently
about?
he's on the song.
On what
On
song? Kids see
Kids See
ghosts?
Ghost.
Oh yeah. Wait, no, it's
He,
on
he
the.
pretended to be. It's apparently an alias that he has is Yaslin Boy or something. I have no fucking clue.
It's not even showing up anywhere. Oh, Yazin Bey. Yeah, it's him.
I did not know that.
That's Mosin Bey.
But
Most of Death. Mosin Bey. I don't know.
Most Def, yeah. But
Most
Cuddy
Def.
Montage is my favorite off the album.
Yeah, my grandma's mostly deaf.
my grandpa's dead. Both of them.
Most deaf. When he dies, can we call most deaf most deaf?
Most dead.
Most deaf. I'm gonna be calling.
Cuddy Montage is my favorite. Kanye fucking spit. Kanye spits bars that we haven't heard him spit in a very long time.
He's got Kurt Cobain as a writer on this track. I'm not even joking.
No, you know why? Because they sampled Kurt Cobain for that the guitar.
More like Kurt Co. No Brains.
True.
This
I'm
so
gonna kill
much
myself
this.
when I'm 22.
This so much this.
Cuddy Montage. Kanye fucking spits. The beat's great. Cuddy singing. It's all just good.
You want to hear the really best Kanye song that isn't actually on a main Kanye album? Hold up, I'll tell you about this one. Let me go to My Beautiful.
Is it XTC?
No, it isn't XTC.
Why? Did you listen to that song?
You think I listen to that? More like no. See Me Now.
It's fucking awful.
See Me Now.
See Me Now. What's that off?
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. It's an iTunes Store bonus track.
It's one of the Good Friday singles.
It's hidden. It's actually really good though. It's actually probably his like best song. But I don't count.
Kill you.
But for real, it is. Have you heard it?
I just remembered it. Yeah, it's good.
I'm the freshest in the world. Bro, is that
Yeah,
it?
I'm going through all these Good Friday singles.
Did we cover
God damn,
everything?
there's a lot. I think so. I guess now we gotta give our introductions.
Give our PPs out. Give our wieners to the world. Toad, do
Thanks
you want to say
for
anything? You want to be in this outro?
Toad, yeah.
Thanks for watching.
So epic. Such an epic intro.
Very epic.
Outro.
Toad, thanks to Toad for recording this shit and helping us.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully, if you didn't fuck it up. Didn't fuck it up, Toad.
Toad's so
Too bad I did. Oh!
Yeah, that's the one. German 985.
Yeah, I'm Josh. You can find me various places, which I'll link.
We'll link in the YouTube thing.
Yeah, YouTube, whatever the fuck. I'll link that. Phil, tell us where we can find you again.
bestpilot_Oscar at Twitter. You know me. You know who I am. You can't really find me anywhere else. It's kind of it. On Steam, maybe, if you want to type in Filthy, but that's kind of gay. That's it.
Yeah. Phil. I thought it said Fishy for a while.
It's Filthy.
Same.
No. I thought it was. I don't know because I didn't see the L.
Yeah.
So I'm
a
just
lot
like,
of people
fishy.
don't, and I'm just called Fishy online. It's like, yikes.
Yikes! But instead it's Filshy.
Filshy. No, it isn't. It's Filthy.
Little yikes in here.
I don't know why it's a 5. Why the fuck is it a 5?
Okay, you want to hear the backstory of my name before we get into this?
Yeah.
So
yes, I actually do.
This is such an old name. Me and my friends in 7th grade. This isn't even a joke. We were in 7th grade and we had Chromebooks and we were playing Agario, and we were coming up with funny names to use that we thought were cool. And mine was Filthy. I was like, dude, check this out. Instead of using a 7 for the I'll use a 5. All my friends were like amazed and they thought it was crazy. So I used
awesome.
We had a clan on Agario that we played on for.
What clan? The Ku Klux Klan?
Yeah, but I don't remember.
I mean, you are from the South, so.
It has like a toxic symbol in the thing. I don't remember what it was, but.
Yeah. My name before I was Josh was Funny Side Roblox Gangnam because I wanted to piss people off.
Roblox Gangnam Style.
No, that's what it was. Funny Side Roblox Gangnam, which I kept it like that for a while, but eventually it just got. I got banned from servers just because of my name, so I'm like, all right. I'm just
It's
gonna
gotta
keep it
go.
Josh.
Josh.
Yeah, it's gotta go, Chief. Gotta go.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Thanks
right.
for. I don't know if anybody's tuning in now. I mean,
It's kinda
might be
thin.
listening eventually. Thanks for putting up with the first episode. It's probably gonna be way more fucking tight from here.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
gotta figure
Thanks.
things out. Thank you,
Yeah,
boys.
thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
We'll see
See
you
ya.
later.
Bye.
Bye.